Hello everybody, welcome again to my channel Gus ASP.NET Learning by Developing Application. Now we are in session number 2. In this session we will try to learn about table relationship for primary key and foreign key, table alias and column alias, and inner join, outer join. In a table relationship, we have a term primary key, that is a field in a table that can be a reference for a field in another table. Foreign key is a field in a table that refers to a primary key in another table. Relationship between tables having primary key and table having foreign key is called parent-child relationship. Table where primary key resides as parent table, and table where foreign key resides as child table. And to display data from both parent table and child table in one select statement, SQL keyword inner join or outer join is required. As a remark, outer join has two types, that are left outer join and right outer join. Okay, now I will demonstrate about this session. Okay, in the first session, in our session before, we already create this table ADM administration user. Let us select the data from the table. Okay, we have already 4 data in this table. And now I create another table that is called table master budget category. As I mentioned before, there is always a field named Goose. This is as a primary key. I set this Goose as primary key. This is the column. And now I want to create a relationship between this master budget category and the table administration user. I want to make relationship between Goose USR input and Goose USR approve to table administration user. Here is right click, click relationship, click button add, and now choose table administration user, choose the primary key and the foreign key. Okay. In this relationship mean that field goes in table ADM user as a primary key and field goes USR input as foreign key in table master budget category. Okay. Now I want to create the second foreign key. The same. And this is to user approve. Okay. Make sure to rename as you wish. I will name the relationship as approve and the first as input. Okay. Now I will demonstrate how this relationship works. Okay, I want to insert data into table master budget category. New field. I don't want to input approve add and approve user and the values. For example, I give value 1 and the code is monthly. The name is regular monthly budget active, and input current date time, get date, and input by, okay, I already set the Goose USR input must refer to data from table ADM user. So we have to input the value 1, 2, 3, or 4. I will give you an example. For example, I will give it value 5. Now let's execute. Taram! We have a warning that the foreign key constraint conflict with the table ADM user. See? As I mentioned before, because the Goose USR input is a foreign key to Goose in TB ADM user, so the Goose USR input value must be accessed in table ADM user. Now I will try again. I will give it a value 4. Let's try again. Success. Now let us check the result. This is our data. Now I will try to input the second data. For example, maybe I will use password. Active 1 input by, for example, I will give it user number 3 as the user who input the data. Bubu. Okay, I want to input the approve and okay. Now okay, I will input the second data. Let's see. Violation. You see, we get this violation of primary key constraint of table master budget. Since I set Goose as the primary key, so I cannot input data Goose 1 because it will duplicate it. Now I will try to give it value 2. Let's see the data. Execute. Okay, success. Now let's check the data. This is our budget category. Okay, guys. I hope you understand. Now, oh, I'm sorry. This should be null. Oh, sorry. I want to set. Oh, the data to be null. I want to set the Goose proof is null for Goose 1. I will update table master category set bct approve at equals null, empty. Null means empty. Where goose equal 1. Taram. Now let's check the result. Okay. Now we already see this data. This is how the relationship works. This is table ADM user. This is table master budget category. Goose as primary key here. I hope you see my cursor. Goose here as a primary key. And Goose user input here. And Goose USR approve here as the foreign key. Okay. Now, we already now understand about primary key and foreign key. And now let's see this table alias and column alias. Okay. Usually table alias is used when we are working with inner join or outer join. Let's see this data. This data number 1 is input by user 4. But who is user 4? We don't understand. We don't know who is user number 4. User number 2 was input by user number 3 and approved by user number 4. Who is this user? We cannot see the name here. We can see the data by looking from the parent table. Now I want to combine select statement from these two tables. Okay, we will now use the inner join. Select from table master budget category inner join. Okay, on USR the primary key goose equals bct goose user input. Now let's see. I want to see all columns of master budget category and the name of the user who input the data. Okay, this is BCT here is an alias, field alias. If you don't use alias, we will have to write like this. And this is a very long data for very long write. So to make it more simple, we can use alias. So I will call this master budget category as BCT and ADM user as user input. User input, and I want to see the name. Now let's see the result. Taram! See? Now we understand the username is who input is Sese KDJ and Bubu KDJ. if I want to, and we can also give the name of this username by using column alias. For example, I will give it as PR user name. Now let's see. Okay, this is the inner join. And now what about outer join? Okay, I will give to the second query. Let's see the data. In the first data, Gus approve is null and the second is uh, already approved. This is not null. Okay. User as approved. Oh. User approved. Goes to Gus approved. Let's see the result. With inner join, only data that is exactly related will be displayed. And since the first data is null here, there is no value for Gus user approved, so the data will not be displayed because this is not found in this table ADM user. Let's see, there is no null value in ADM user. There is no Gus null value. Okay. Now let's compare it with outer join. Left outer join. With outer join, we will see taram. With left outer join, even there is no value in table ADM user, the data from master budget category is also displayed. You see the difference? Let's execute. With inner join, only one data. With outer join, the two data is found. There are two types of outer join. The first one is left outer join. Now I will show you about right outer join. Right outer join means that the primary key, that the table that will be act as the primary key table must be, I'm sorry, with left outer join, okay, the data that is not found in the primary table is also displayed like this. This data in master in the left table that does not match any data in table ADM user will also display. And the reverse for right outer join means that the data that is not matched in the second table is displayed. You see, maybe this data will look confusing. So if I want to display data like this, let us reverse. Okay. Taram! The result is exactly the same. You see? This left outer join and right outer join result the same data. Okay, I hope now you understand about left outer join and right outer join. Now, and the last topic, what if I want to display data, the name of Goose user input and Goose user approve? Let's see. I will combine the inner join and the outer join. And okay, I will copy and let's see the result. Now we complete the data, the session. We already have the display the name of user who input and the name of the user who approve. Okay, we already finished our lesson today. Primary key and foreign key, table alias and column alias, and inner join and outer join. Okay, everyone. If you think that if this lesson is worthwhile, do not hesitate to subscribe and share this channel to your colleagues or your friends. Bye bye and thank you very much.